In the ever-evolving global economy, the tectonic plates are shifting once again. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of Europe's economic framework. As we stand in the spring of 2024, the old continent finds itself at a crossroads. The European economy, known for its resilience and diversity, is facing a unique set of challenges. Unresolved trade disputes, an aging population, and the constant need for innovation are just a few of the hurdles lying ahead. Recently, the Swiss National Bank's Thomas Jordan, a respected figure in the economic landscape, called for significant reforms. He emphasized the importance of productivity, a key driver of economic growth, and suggested that through reforms, Europe could strengthen its economic standing. It's clear that the path to prosperity is paved with innovation, productivity, and adaptability. But what does this mean for the average European, or for that matter, global investor? Let's decipher this economic puzzle. SNB's Jordan recently emphasized the dire need for reforms in Europe. But why is this so crucial, and what impact could it have? Let's delve a bit deeper. Economic reforms are significant strategic changes made to the economic policies of a country to enhance its economic performance. They are essential levers to boost productivity, which is the amount of goods and services produced per hour of work. It's like the engine of our economic vehicle. The more efficiently the engine runs, the faster and further we can travel on the same amount of fuel. So how could reforms help Europe boost its productivity? Imagine a shop that has been using the same cash register for the last 30 years. It works, sure, but it's slow and clunky. Now, imagine that shop gets a modern digital system. Transactions are faster, errors are reduced, and the shop can serve more customers in less time. That's increased productivity, and that's what economic reforms can do on a larger scale. Reforms could streamline regulations, making it easier for businesses to operate and innovate. They could invest in education and training, equipping workers with the skills needed in the modern economy. They could overhaul outdated infrastructure, creating more efficient supply chains. The potential positive effects are substantial. Businesses could become more competitive, driving economic growth. Workers could see higher wages as their productivity increases. The government could reap more tax revenues from a thriving economy, which could then be reinvested into public services. Furthermore, a more productive Europe could contribute to global economic growth. It could offer more high-quality goods and services to the world market, and increased domestic consumption could create new opportunities for international businesses. Reforms could be the key to unlocking Europe's economic potential. But how will these changes be implemented, and what challenges lie ahead? The road to economic reform is often fraught with challenges, so how does Europe plan to navigate this terrain? Let's delve into the heart of the matter. The first step towards implementation is devising potential strategies. It's like creating a roadmap for a journey where the destination is economic prosperity. But what does this roadmap look like? One route could involve fostering a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship. By creating favorable conditions for startups and small businesses, Europe could potentially boost productivity and stimulate economic growth. However, this would require a complete overhaul of the current regulatory framework, which could be a Herculean task. Another strategy might be to invest heavily in education and skills development. By equipping the workforce with the skills needed for the jobs of the future, Europe could reduce unemployment and increase competitiveness. But again, this would require significant financial investment and a long-term commitment, which could be difficult in the face of competing priorities. The role of various economic players in this process cannot be overstated. Governments, businesses, and labour unions all have a part to play in driving these reforms. Governments need to set the right policies, businesses need to invest in their employees and innovation, and labour unions need to ensure that workers' rights are protected in the face of change. However, the road to implementation is not without its obstacles. Resistance to change, bureaucratic red tape, and financial constraints could all pose significant hurdles. Moreover, the need for consensus among different countries with diverse economic realities adds another layer of complexity. But let's not forget that every journey begins with a single step, and every challenge presents an opportunity for growth. With strategic planning, collaborative efforts, and a clear vision, Europe could overcome these barriers and set the stage for a new era of economic prosperity. The journey towards economic reform is certainly not an easy one, but with strategic planning and collaborative efforts, Europe could usher in a new era of economic prosperity. The ripple effects of Europe's economic reforms could be felt far beyond its borders. So what does this mean for the global economy? Imagine a giant spider web where each thread represents a different nation's economy. When one thread moves, the entire web vibrates. That's how interconnected our global economy is. With Europe pushing for reforms to boost productivity, we could see a domino effect, as other regions might be compelled to follow suit or adapt to maintain their competitive edge. This could lead to a global economic upswing, a dynamic shift that could redefine investment strategies worldwide. For investors, it's a call to broaden their horizons, to consider the potential opportunities these changes might bring. They might need to reassess their portfolios, exploring new sectors or regions that could benefit from Europe's economic shift. But it's not just about profits. These reforms could also stimulate innovation, foster fair competition, and perhaps even address some of the long-standing socio-economic issues we face today. In this interconnected global economy, the path that Europe chooses to tread could have significant implications for us all. As we navigate this economic labyrinth, understanding the nuances becomes crucial. And that's where we come in. We've explored the economic puzzle that Europe currently faces, highlighting the pressing need for reforms. We've journeyed through the road to implementation, acknowledging the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. We've also delved into the global impact of these potential changes, emphasizing the ripple effects in our interconnected world. It's clear that these economic developments aren't just numbers and figures. They're about livelihoods, about futures, about the world that we're shaping together. Staying informed and understanding these complexities is more than just good practice. It's a responsibility. It's about being an active participant in the global conversation. This is why we encourage you to join us on this journey of discovery. Be part of the conversation, be part of the change. Stay ahead of the curve by subscribing to our channel for more insightful content on the global economy.